Welcome everyone, Crazy here, and today we have a Dead by Daylight news video. So there is a brand new game modifier by the name of My Little Oni, and in this new game modifier, the killer will play as the Oni, and he is a big version of him, and the survivors are actually miniature survivors. In this game mode, you cannot vault pallets or windows. There is only 3 generators, and once the generators are finished, the exit gates are automatically opened. On top of this, once a survivor is injured, they will remain injured for the remainder of the match. It's also worth mentioning that periodically throughout the match, the survivor's aura will be revealed to the killer, and this seems to happen randomly. This game mode won't be up for much longer and will be ending on April 3rd in the early morning, so I would recommend hopping on and trying out this game mode if you haven't already. It's also worth mentioning you will be awarded a special player badge for playing one match of this brand new game modifier, so especially because it is ending soon, I would recommend hopping on, at least just trying it out for one match to get this special badge. There is also a brand new April Fool's head for Vittorio, which costs 4 iridescent shards, available in the shop right now. And that is basically everything you need to know about the My Little Oni game modifier in Dead by Daylight. I will continue to show gameplay in the background just so you can continue to see how this functions in-game. But yeah, we're going to be moving on to Dead by Daylight's brand new roadmap that they just posted today actually. As you can see, they revealed a ton of different things, so I'm going to go ahead and actually enlarge this image so you can see it a little bit better. So first things first here, we have the My Little Oni game modifier that we just went over. Then on April 3rd, we have a brand new PTB. I understand that most people already heard about this PTB, so I'll be sure to go over it very quickly. But if you haven't heard about it, I'll leave a link to the PTB patch notes down below if you want to see a better in-depth look at these patch notes. This brand new PTB has a major update for the twins, which makes it easier to switch between Charlotte and Victor, and also makes it so Victor can no longer latch onto healthy survivors. They made this change to discourage slugging as the twins, and this will definitely be interesting to see how this works out in game. If you want to pause the video here, you can see a better in-depth look of this, but I will be moving on. The Blight also has a brand new change that improves their collision detection to reduce cases where the Blight can slide off of objects that they weren't supposed to and allow them to go around tighter corners than intended. We also have a whole entire rework of the Haddonfield map. This has a whole new layout and reduces the overall size of the map and changes a lot of different loops on the map to make it more balanced. Here you can see a very good view of how the street will look. Typically it's very open and empty, but here you can see there's a lot of clutter and loops and stuff that make it way less open. Also in this PTB we have a brand new shop UI, which makes things a lot more organized and clutter-free. As you can see here, for example, you can look at specific collections. So if you want to collect all the Resident Evil skins, you just go to the collection tab, and you can actually view every Resident Evil skin all at once, and not have to dig for them all individually. This especially helps because, for example, characters like Legion have the Hunk skin, and typically if you weren't super aware of all the skins in Dead by Daylight, you wouldn't even know this. So it's really cool to have an actual organized section for this. Also here you can see a better look of the featured tab, and it seems that there's going to be more available to see on this page than normal. Typically it's pretty limited. Also on the bottom right, there seems to be a weekly free gift. I assume this will award us blood points or shards, however we're not exactly sure yet. Another change in the PTB is you will no longer be able to lose a pip for your emblems. This makes it so you can actually go up to iridescent easier for those monthly rewards. And also there's going to be a brand new Rift bundle, which grants the premium Rift Pass and a 20 tier skip. Also here we have some perk changes if you want to pause the video here. Basically there's a nerf for Adrenaline and a buff for Decisive Strikes, so yeah, feel free to pause here if you want a better in-depth look. So yeah, that's all the changes for the brand new PTB and Dead by Daylight. Now we can move back to the roadmap here, and you can see in the next few weeks we're getting a ton of different skin collections. Officially, we only have the key art shown here, but data miners were actually able to go in the game files and actually see what these skins will actually look like. So on April 3rd here, we had the Techwear collection, and thanks to Dead by Daylight leaker and data miner at Dweet on Twitter, we have a better appearance of what these will look like. So first things first here, we have a skin for David in the Techwear collection. We also have a skin for Jonah, a cosmetic for Kate, a skin for Nia, a skin for Trickster, and lastly in the Techwear collection we have a skin for Zarina. So yeah, that was all the skins for the Techwear collection on April 3rd. Then on April 9th we have the Gothic Tales collection. In this collection we have a skin for Felix, a skin for Jake, a skin for Jane, and a skin for Vittorio. This one really changes his appearance. And yet again, those are going to be releasing on April 9th. Then next up on April 16th, we have the Days Gone By collection. What's really cool about all of the skins in this collection is that these are actually all ported from Dead by Daylight Mobile. These were previously exclusive to the mobile version, but now are going to be added into the core game, which is really cool. So first up, we have a skin for Feng Min. Then we have a skin for the Plague, a skin for the Trapper, and lastly a skin for Yunjin Lee. Yet again, those are going to be all releasing on April 16th. Then next up in week 4, on April 23rd, we are going to be getting the next tome, which is going to be Tome 19, Splendor. And from the key art here, it seems that there is going to be a skin for the Knight, which looks really cool. This could, however, be for somebody else, but I think the Knight is most likely for this. It's worth mentioning that although the Knight is on the key art, it's most likely that the actual lore of this tome will be focused around Sable Ward and the Unknown, because that's what they've been doing recently with OG chapter releases. Also releasing on April 23rd, we have some brand new skin additions for the Chrysalis collection, as well as a brand new skin collection entirely in the form of the Forgotten Myth collection. At the moment, we don't know what these skins will look like quite yet, but as soon as we do, I'll be sure to let you all know. Anyways, that's basically it for today's Dead by Daylight news video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, a like and a subscribe would be super helpful right now. And as always, hope you all have a wonderful day and stay safe in the fog, everybody.